Growing up, I had a lot of just like mixed thoughts about God. I wasn't raised in a Christian home, so what I heard was just from people in school. So I grew up thinking, okay, there's a God, but I wasn't sure who Jesus was, and I obviously didn't have a relationship with him. But as I entered high school, all I've ever learned was evolution, so I started thinking maybe this is what I'm supposed to be believing is evolution and not creationism. So for a while in high school I was an atheist, I just believed in we start off as a single-celled organism. But I had a couple Christian friends who started pointing me in a different direction, and then I thought, hey, maybe there is a higher being, not necessarily God. So then that's where I started going to church. This is kind of like a tough question because I was saved September 13th of 2015, so that's the freshman year of college. But I don't think I really started having a relationship with Jesus and knowing the depth of what that means until this past year, so probably like August of 2016. But I definitely feel like I took that leap when I was a freshman in college. So I joined the golf team and they were amazing to me. Watching them interact with each other and how they just worship the Lord and the presence that they just exuded, it was beyond something human and earthly. So I began to question what is different about them and how can I get that, because they just seem so happy and joyful and different, and I wanted that. It didn't take me long to realize that what was different about them was having Jesus and having a relationship with him. After realizing that there's something different about my Christian teammates, I started asking questions to my teammates, to my RAs, to the friends that I've made, and they were willing to answer any and all questions that I had. And I don't think that they were bombarding me with any sort of religion tactics that you might see a lot, but they were just willing to listen to my concerns and just love me for who I am. Something that truly impacted me on the golf team was what my senior team captain said. We were at a team meeting and I asked the question, and her answer was, "We would still love you if you were a sane worshiper." Her saying that impacted me a lot, because why would someone love me? Why would she love me? Because I used to be against everything that she lives for. So showing me that love and acceptance is really what turned me towards Christ. I don't know, everyone has a different walk of life and a different path in which they follow Christ. Mine started off slowly. I got my feet wet going to church with my high school Christian friends and learning about it and just understanding it more. Then when I went to college, I attended Bible studies, still just learning. I started reading the Bible more, just figuring out if this is something I want to pursue. After that, after I got my feet wet, everything started happening all at once. Slow down. I just prayed that God would just enter my heart and that I would just accept him, and that he would teach me the way that I'm supposed to be living. And I had no idea what prayer that was then. And then my entire golf team laid hands on me and started praying for me as well. And then afterwards they asked me what I prayed for, and then they said, "You were just saved." And I'm like, wait a minute, what does that mean? But it didn't occur to me what that meant. And that's when I truly became a Christian, I felt like. My family's reaction to my faith, it came with mixed emotions. It wasn't good at first because I don't think I knew how to be a Christian. For some reason I had this judgmental heart on me as soon as I became Christian. You're not supposed to do all these lists of things, and to me, whoever did those lists of things were bad and were sinners, and I couldn't associate myself with them. So that included my family and my sister mainly, and that really put a hold on a relationship with me and my sister. And it wasn't until this past summer where I realized and was convicted that no, you're just as much as a sinner as your sister, as your dad, as all your friends back home. And as soon as I realized that, my actions became better and I was more loving to my family. And when I realized that how I show Christ is through my actions and not through my words, so when I realized that, my entire way of life has transformed. And since then, my family has reacted greatly towards my faith, and they see a difference in me because I'm not judging, I'm loving them through their sin and through their hardships, and it's just bringing us closer together. My advice for new believers is to find a mentor, a friend, an RA, a brother, sister, pastor's wife, anybody. Find somebody that you can talk to and ask real hard questions with. Don't be afraid to show your change. I had a problem with that. I was wavering between my old life and my Christian life, between my family and my school, and just allowing yourself to be the change that God wants you to be. Let it just consume you and be the person that He wants you to be is something that is really important. Doing daily devotionals, really important. Once I do my devotional every morning, people can see the change in you. They see a different presence. And just reading your devotionals and doing it, you exude a spirit or a presence that is Jesus.